van die goeders van thumbnails. Skryf vir jou soos 'n as jy kyk die size, just like excited. Dis just like bom. Like of hy ons gaan Yeah. How's it, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I have my handy little helper here today. He's more here for size reference to show you how enormous this is. Guys, this has been a long time that I've been waiting for this. As you guys know, I'm a big Miller and Crystal fan. This is their new destroy all biggest, baddest subwoofer they make. This is the X15 Plus, absolute behemoth that they sent to me today. First off, and let's hope this is the only con of this video that I did not like, these lifting handles. They put in these lifting handles, but it's not even going through to the other box. There's no plastic insert to give it more, so it just stays. So sorry, Planet World. I'll tape this around for you guys and try and patch it up as nicely as possible. The other side also started going a bit. We sort of dragged it over the carpet to get it in here because it's humongous. And you can carry it at the bottom, but as soon as you're going through the house and you need to make turns, these are normally things that you do not think of. This thing is huge, guys. Make sure you can get this into your house. This is not a one-person job. Unboxing now, I'll be able myself, I can roll, but to get this anywhere, this thing is heavy. This subwoofer itself is almost 70 kilograms. It makes the X16 look like a miniature subwoofer, and that thing's absolutely huge. So that is what it's going to go up against. It's going to go up against the old X12. It's going to go up against the PB16 Ultra, that I know most of you guys think is the absolute best, and it is a monster of a sub. But this sub has a THX Dominus rating, which that does not have. Not many subs in the world actually have a THX Dominus rating. So, firstly, I need to thank the guys at Planet World. They are sponsoring this sub for this video, so they are the sponsors of this video. Thanks a lot, Kyle. You guys always supply the nicest MK stuff to me, and I appreciate you for that. So guys, if you want any MK goodies, contact me, contact Planet World. They will put you in contact with the closest dealer in your area. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's see how this gets unboxed. Firstly, let's open the top. Okay, so it's a box in a box. Here's those handles. Here's one of those carry handles, guys. So I'm sure this was supposed to be in there. I just think in shipping, this sort of didn't get put in, or maybe it's a bad design. So it was supposed to be in there. So it wasn't me, Planet, in the box. Okay, so let's go. Let's see how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna cut the other box as well and see if we can just flip this one time and get this out, which should and normally does do the trick. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's see. I'll try and flip as far as I can, guys, but otherwise I'm just gonna take out of the box what is in here. So on top we have one spike. I actually get the feeling that this has been boxed up before. I don't know if this was the one that they had, because here is one. What's this? Yeah, here's the anti. So I've got one to show you, but I think this box has actually been opened. I think this is Planet's demo unit. So let me show you what is here. And I'm sure it was supposed to be 4. You have the spike. that is adjustable for uneven floors, and then you have the floor protector where that sits inside the floor protector. This is nice. It's not always the most effective way of isolating a sub. I would still recommend maybe taking something like the SVS, the sound paths that are complete rubber and it floats on that unit. That might be better, because on this one I also found that it rattles the floor a lot. So I didn't use the spikes, I put foam underneath to minimize that effect. But now thinking back, I don't know why I haven't gotten sound path isolation feet. I'm actually going to order some tomorrow for that subwoofer. Okay, so your power cable, I'm sure there was supposed to be more in here. So this is the US power cable. The EU is not in here unless it pops out somewhere else. Oh, it is in here. It is in here. So here's the EU, there's the US, so both of them in here. You get your Michael Jackson gloves, so you don't get your little finger marks on the matte black finish. They're nice, but my hands are too big. They don't fit in these. And the other thing I don't like about these, they're very nice. This is a very nice touch. And they work to keep the finger marks off. But when you're handling something as heavy as this, it tends to slip out of your hands. So keep that in mind. So let's see how we're going to play this. Lopes, kom jy weg daar. I'm going to see if I can flip this box forward. Just walk it back a bit. Okay, let's see. Put that down. Okay. There's a gel foam pad or gel moisture pad. Let's get that out of the way. Louie, hou vir my daai so terug. Dan gaan papa hom optel. Pick it up at the bottom. Lift with your knees. Oh. Woof. It's okay, this is okay. Louie, kom weg daar, kom weg daar. Walk it a bit more. Here we go, it's coming, it's coming. Yeah, this thing is big. This thing is absolutely freaking huge. Who designs a sub this big? And where do I go with the box? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, get that out of the way. Okay. Now I'm going to walk it back again so you guys can get a better vantage of this behemoth. Oh, these woofers. Yeah. 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 Okay, stop there. Okay guys, let me flip this. Look at the subwoofer. Look at that. Look at that beast. And there's two of them. Before I put this on its upside, so as you guys can see here now, these can come out. These are rubber feet, but they're dinky small. And then you can put the spikes in. I would really recommend the isolation feet. I'm going to do that and get back to you guys. But I've only had good experiences on those. Build quality, as you would expect on any Miller and Crystal. Look at this NDF. It's built like an absolute beast of a tank. It's insane. It's insane. They rounded off the edges. On the previous ones, the edges were not rounded off as much as this. So the edges are more rounded. Let's get this on its upright. Yeah, okay, so this is definitely their demo sub. I can see it's been handled. Okay, here's some more of the stuff. So whoever packed it back didn't check everything, guys. Explain it again. So this was not me. Those things are all over the place. What else is here? I'll check that out later. So let's get this thing turned around. Face. Nice magnetic grill. Yeah, this makes me so excited. Oh, look, guys, goosies. Goosies, look at that. But whoa, whoa, man, Man, what a beast. Okay guys, improvements from the previous one. So if we go to the X12, which is out of view now, it had a carbon dust cover, carbon fiber or carbon Kevlar dust cover, where this is a complete carbon fiber Kevlar subwoofer. Whoa! I've never in my life seen a sub like this. And just this aluminium mold logo insert, like me for the camera on, be careful also. The THX Dominus. Oh, the matte black. Sure. Guys, I'm gonna turn it around. So, but let me first see this. Oh, I want to stand to the side and just take this in a bit. Yeah. Now you know what sucks, guys. You know what sucks. And this sucks big time. This sucks big time. Kyle, you, my friend, are an a-hole. Because you know, sending this to me, that it's not going back. Well, this one will go back because this is your demo unit and it's been handled. So if I buy one, I want a new one. But you know I'm going to want one. So you, my friend, are an A-class a-hole. But thank you for sending this to me. And guys, these unfortunately are not cheap. And that's why I've got this look on my face. But because before I've even heard this, I know I want one. I know it's just how us audiophiles are made. We want. This is a. I'm going off head prices now. 155,000 rand sub. You can buy not a new car, but you can buy a fairly decent car for 135,000-ish rand. But this is the end all of subs. We're going to put it to the test. So my thinking behind this, and this is the problem that, guys, if you don't know, that you run into with subwoofers of this size, you can't just crank them all the way up. You're going to rip your room apart. You're going to break things. So you need to dial them in carefully where you get that even bass response, the fast quickness, and you get the slam without rattles. Because there's nothing worse than watching a movie and your windows rattle or everything in your ceiling rattles, which the X12 already does. So I've got that dial down low. So I don't necessarily need more bass. I need deeper bass. And the one thing I preferred above the X12 compared to the PB16 is its quickness. Because it is a push-pull configuration, the same as this, it is insanely fast. So it's a seal cabinet, one going in, one going out. It is fast, quick bass. Where the PB ported, you can seal, but it's still got that bit of a lag to the bass, although it be a thunderous amount of bass. It's got a bit of a lag to it, where the Miller and crystals are just quicker, more agile. Shall I say more audiophile? But it's not a word. Different strokes for different folks. I enjoy them all equally, but I'm hoping that this can be the end all of subs. So let me see how the hell I'm going to turn this around so you guys can. I can just put it down. Not that bad. You can't pick it up. It's too heavy. Okay, so let's look at what we have on the amplifier. Very much the same as on that one, just bigger. So they are 700 watts RMS. Now you guys will say 700 watts RMS. It's not a lot of power, but guys, this is proper power. We're not talking about little pony powers now. This is proper power. So here we have variable phase control from 0 to 180. So what I normally say to start off with, if you're putting in the front of the room, go 0. If you're putting in the back of the room, go 180. Then here we have the low mode pass, THX. So I normally like to put this on THX, so the top will be fixed. Low pass, THX will be the 80 Hertz. Put it on THX, I like that. Then on the side there, what is this for? 50, 60, is this volume control? Okay, so this is just if you want to adjust where your low pass is, which we will now do by this, so that will eliminate that. THX bass EQ, and then you can do anechoic MKEQ. You can play around with those two. I'm going to go THX. Then we have THX fixed or variable. I'm going to go THX. That will eliminate this volume control. I like those because you know they preset to THX standards. And I'm running a full Miller and Crystal system on a THX standard. Then on the side here we have pass-through outputs. We have inputs left, right. We have mono. We even have XLRs, outputs, output inputs, everything you will need and more on a subwoofer. On off, auto, on, auto, off. So we will do that on auto, and then your power insert. Guys, so that is it on this Miller and Crystal X12 Plus behemoth monster of all subwoofers. Let's just turn it around so we can see this once again. So I've gotten used to seeing, I've never even checked if you guys have a good vantage. Let me just check this camera. Let me feel better. Yeah, that's better. Sorry guys, should have done that a long bloody time ago. Okay, so while the camera is face down more now, look at this guys. And you can see that one there at the bottom. Let's flip it a little bit. Look at this. Holy moly. You. Oh. Guys, stay tuned for my next video where we test this and the PB16 Ultra head to head. And we'll also do the X12 because I have it here to see how much better it is. Guys, if you have not already done it, please like and subscribe. It's the only way I can bring you more of this content. I've gotten to a stage where I can't afford all this stuff anymore. So we need to get the guys to sponsor these things for a video to keep this channel going. So please guys, I know you enjoy it. If you like the grind, help me to help you. Okay? Stay tuned for the demo. I'm going to hook this up now. Till next time, from me and my handy little assistant. Cheers. Bye. Okay guys, we have the boxing match that you all have been waiting for. It is not David versus Goliath. This is King Kong versus Godzilla. This is exactly what it is. So before we start this off guys, these tests are always just for fun. I want to show you guys what these subs can do. I'm not going to push them to their limits. I do not think my my ceiling can handle it. So I've got some bass test tracks. I put the power amplifier off so there's no audio that we can be flagged on. We're just going to see the subwoofers producing bass. I doubt you're going to be able to hear how much this is shaking my room, but it does. So we will go 1 1 1 1 back and forth and you guys can see, and then afterwards I'll come back and I'll let you guys know which subwoofer I prefer and what I find different subs do differently. So how I have these set up, more or less level matched. This one is on THX, all the bypass is done THX mode. I cannot adjust the volume on this. So I adjusted the SVS to be the same level matching via SPL. So we have the same level output. I have it in this extended mode, so middle port plugged. It is the most aggressive mode the sub goes into. So yeah, let's get into this and then I'll tell you which ones are playing and then I'll cut back to what my impressions are of both of these subs. Let me just say, once you get to this level, you can't go wrong. It's Ferrari, Lamborghini. Which one do you prefer? They're both going to do the same job. They're both top tier, as these are the top tier of these two companies. That is the biggest SVS. That is the biggest M&K. This one being much more expensive. That is just over 100,000. This is 155, 156,000. So quite a bit more. But let's see how they perform. Okay guys, we are going to be starting off with the SVS. Here we go. Jeez, rattling my room to shut. Gonna go up a bit more on the volume. Let's put it on -10 on the receiver. Jeez. Okay. Now let's go M and K. Just pause. So I'm switching off the SVS, switching on the M and K. Okay, let's see what this bad boy does. Let's do that one more time, and I'm going to move the camera around so you guys can see the excursion of the SVS as well. And keep in mind, guys, that we are actually not even pushing these subs. These things I'll be able to destroy this room if I want to. So I'll say we were using about maybe 30% of these subs capacity or ability. Okay, let's go again. SVS. I'm going to restart the song. Just look at this. Everything, even the cabinets are starting to go open. Guys, I decided there's something else that I want to bring into this demo on these two subwoofers. It dawned on me, it's all fine and well to show how much they can move and rattle and vibrate things, but the things I normally use them for is movies. I'm going to test my favorite movie scene for a demo, that is A Quiet Place Part 2, in the beginning where it's dead silent and all hell breaks loose. I put off the 5-channel power amplifier, so we're only going to be having the subwoofer, the LFEs, and the heights, because I don't want them to flag this video again. But you will get the idea of how these two subs perform and what they're actually designed to do. So here we go. First off, we'll start off with the MK, then we'll go over to the PB16. Okay guys, here we go. X15 first, and we are on a reference volume level. That's the heartbeat. That's always so hard to hear. Hear how pronounced it is. Here comes the next big event. Wait for it. Here we go. Actually, guys, I want to do this again. I'm going to give you a better vantage point. I think filming the subs from the side will be better. Let's try this again and see if we can get some more excursion results. Okay, I think this is going to be better. So let's try this again. Here we go. That heartbeat, it's so hard to hear on some systems. Here comes the next big scene again. Okay, let's do the same scene on the PB16. I'm switching over now. Okay, exact same scene, volume, nothing has changed. PB16 Ultra, here we go. Here comes the next big one. Okay guys, so as good as that can come across on video, it's as good as I could show you guys. So basically there is so little between these two subs, but I do feel that this does take it for me by a bit. It is having its dominance rating and all that stuff. This still moves a lot of air. The PB16 moves a lot of air. Even watching it now from the side, having all the bed layer channels off, this gives a lot of SPL, but this just has more control over the bass. So it has a hell of a lot of push pull, no pun intended, but it gives you that push pull and that hit and that bass, and it also gives you the vibration if you want it, but the control on this is just more than the PB16 can produce. So for me, at an ultimate level sub, because these are ultimate level subwoofers, this was always my 10 out of 10. Both of these were 10 out of 10, but now having this in here, I would say this is a 9 out of 10 and this is a 10 out of 10. I've not heard any sub to rival this subwoofer, but still guys, these are so close. This being quite a bit more expensive. If you want to save yourself 35,000, buy the PB16. If you can splurge, go the 135, get the X15, you will not be sorry. And if you by any chance have 260 lying around, get two. Send me one, because I'm trying to make a deal on this one that does not look like it's going to happen. But I'm still holding thumbs. My dreams have not been shattered. I would love to have the full Miller and Crystal range in here. It's just having all the ultimate subwoofers. It's I guess it's a boy collector type thing. But anyways guys, if you like this and you want to see more stuff like this, please like, subscribe. Cost you guys nothing, helps me out a hell of a lot. Till the next video, cheers, bye. Okay guys, so that test was purely for fun, to show you what these things can do on SPL. And like I say, we're not even pushing the limits of these subs. These things aren't even warmed up or idling yet. But we all know that it doesn't always just come to how much bass you can do in a room. It comes to quickness of the bass, agileness, quality, low down, all of that combined. And these two subs are very much the same, albeit very much different. So same but different, that sort of thing. So let me explain. Push-pull configuration, sealed subwoofer, out of phase from each other. So one is doing this and the other one's doing that. Why do they do that? It completely eliminates any distortion inside this cabinet. So if I put something on top of this, or put your hand there, you can feel there's bass, but it's not shaking the cabinet. SVS, I must say, it's built in such a way where it's so, you can see this sub is bigger, but this is much chunkier. It's more difficult to place. It's very deep. And both of these are built to absolute insane levels, as you would expect for this price. So This is different. So that's sealed push-pull. This is ported subwoofer, braced like a flippin' armored enforced tank house. Ported. You can play around with the port designs, have them both sealed, or have them all three sealed, but it's not really sealed. Some air still comes through. It just gives you a sealed character-like bass. Or you can have the extended mode, the way I have it now, or you can have all of them open. You can play around with the EQ. So this has a digital EQ on the front that you can calibrate, you can do it by remote, you can do a lot of stuff in there. Where this is old school by design. No digital EQ in there, they want you to EQ via the receiver. So this makes setup much easier. They took out all the guesswork because there's no ports, it's push-pull, working in tandem but differently phased. So this is almost like put it there, select what you're going to do at the back. You want the THX mode, you want the MK mode, play around with that. On this you can do a lot more. So if you want to tune more subs in the room, I doubt you're going to have problems with any one of these, but for the geeky out nerds that want the EQs, that want the screens, that is the one you go for. If you just want to put it down, select a few buttons and then blow yourself to kingdom come, that is what you go for. What do I prefer? I prefer them both for different reasons. If we can go back to my old trusty X12, if I had to choose between these two, if I wanted to shake the couches and give you like a complete insane experience, this will be your boy. If I wanted a bit more control over the bass, more agile and fast for music, this will be your boy. This could not shake as much as that, but in comes this boy. This can now shake as much as that, but why I prefer my preference on these subs, I prefer the MK, because I have my quick and agileness. Let's say you're watching a movie no, movies not that much. Let's say you're listening to music and you have a bass beat that's quick. So the sub has to come to rest very quickly to reproduce the next note. This, because of the ported design, is ever so slightly slower than doing that. Where this, because it's sealed, it's lightning fast, it's quick. So just according to that, I choose this. I've always liked a sealed sub. Problem with a sealed sub is you need to go very big to give yourself that sense of scale. This is why SVS makes sealed and ported subs. Their sealed subs are more musical, their ported subs are more impactful. This gives you both worlds. You have the sealed sub, you have two of them, 2 15s, 1 16. This for me all day long. That does not say that I do not love this. This thing is an absolute beast. It just comes down to, what do I feel like driving today? Do I want to go in my Ferrari? Do I want to have the feel of the Ferrari and the sound of the engine? Or do I want to go in the Lamborghini and have four-wheel drive and put my foot flat and just rock it away? They both do the same job. They just have different ways of getting there. So guys, you can't go wrong with either one of these, but I take my hats off to Miller and Crystal for what they did here. I always felt this is a great sub, but we need something more extreme. They've done this. If anyone wants to do a cinema with 4 of these, please contact me. I want to do 4 of these, 1 in each corner. It will be the most mind-blowing cinema ever. I don't think 150s are still going to cut it. We need to do like 300 series. But yeah, you're going to have like $3 million to do that cinema. It's going to be so expensive. But if someone really wants to do that one day and you have the money, I will do the best cinema you've ever seen. Phone me. Okay guys, what else can I say about these before I go? They're just great. They're just great. I'm trying to broker a deal for this one to stay here, but it does not look like we're going to get. The rand dollar has gone to shit. Sorry, can't say shit. The rand dollar has gone to crap. Now I can't get this in here at the right price. It doesn't make business sense for me because these things don't sell every day. They're very much like a Ferrari in a showroom floor. You do get the guys that buy them, but they're niche items. Everyone wants them, but as soon as you see the price tag, you sort of need to pick yourself off the floor a week later. But I love it. I would love to have this one in front, this one behind the couches and the two V12s to the side. So I have 4 12s behind me and 2 15s in front. This boy I will move to the room next door because that is all Homation's room in anyways. So we'll have their products there and we'll have Planet's products here. But my rooms always change and chop and change. So when something new comes, we change the rooms up again to new stuff. We need to roll over the punches and go with the times. But okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that little demo of these. I love this boy. I love this boy. I know there's something I missed. I still wanted to say something else about it, but now I cannot remember what it was. I might add it in later. So I had a little poll on Facebook. The SVS camp was big. You still can't go wrong with this, guys, but I just think the MK has this little bit of a hand up on the SVS. Just a bit more refined. This is Mike Tyson. This is Lennox Lewis. Mike hits you with a punch and you are gone. You are not getting back up. You will not forget that punch in your life. Lewis can dodge that punch. He's going to get you with equally as hard a punch, maybe not as hard, but it's going to hurt just as much. But this boy can dodge and he can move around and he can be agile on his feet while still being a super heavy. I think that sums it up. Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis. Pick your poison. They're both going to kick your ass. Guys, till the next video. Cheers. Bye.